Steeler Nation, the draft is over, and the only place you're going to find exclusive content is the Sick Podcast Steeler Crazy as we bring you Nick, Big Nick, University of Wisconsin. Sammy, let's just get to it.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to the Sick Podcast. Steelers Crazy.
Aaron Smith shields. Flacco, Polamalu takes it home. Super Bowl 43. Pittsburgh might be bound for that thanks to number 43.
The sickest Pittsburgh Steelers podcast. Sports entertainment like no other. It's gonna be sick.
Damn, you just set a record for our shortest intro ever on the Sick Podcast, man. But it's justified.
I'm just ready to get to it.
We're ready to run through a wall. It's completely justified, man. It's always a family affair on the Sick Podcast, Steelers Crazy. And it's a family affair on the Pittsburgh Steelers, too. We're excited to welcome in one of the newest Pittsburgh Steelers from the 2023 draft class. None other than Wisconsin's very own and now Pittsburgh's very own, Nick Herbig. Nick, let's go. What's up, man?
Let's go, man. You see the hat?
Yeah.
You see the hat? I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
Man, repping the Buccos, we need them to turn around. This is going to turn around their luck right now. I'm telling you that. They've been on a little skid, but you coming on this podcast, rocking that Buccos hat is going to turn around their luck right now. All right, let's switch gears. First of all, man, we're stoked to chat with you. I know all the people are going to love this interview, man. They already love you in the Berg. We see all the love over Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Let's talk about the big night, all right? So going into the draft, right, or a big day, I should say, going into the process, did you kind of have a feeling that you'd be on the Steelers' radar, Nick?
Yeah, because I met with them at the Combine, and then I met with them at Pro Day, and Coach Curry, the linebacker coach, kind of was like the guy running my drills at Pro Day. And then I met with them after that, after my workout. So, I kind of knew I was on their radar already, and obviously, like, my brother was there. And he was advocating for me. And I just know that the type of guy Coach Tomlin is, like, he likes family. He's all about that. And he knows that that's what my family's all about. Growing up, it was just faith, family, and football. Like, that's all it was for us. So I feel like it's kind of crazy how the world works sometimes,
Man, you're wearing that Buccos hat, too. I don't even know if you know, but We Are Family was their song for a little while when they were winning World Series. So it's
Okay.
apropos that you're rocking that too, man.
That color hat, too.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, I like this hat a lot.
It's sick. It's all coming together. We all saw the video of when you got drafted. You got the shades on. You're emotional. You're pumped up at the same time, man. Bring me back to that moment. When you get the call, what's going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, all I wanted was just a call, just an opportunity. And like I saw my phone started ringing and it said Pittsburgh, PA. And I said, man, no way. Because the Pittsburgh was up in like 3 picks. And so I didn't know, like, they call you, like, they call you like a little earlier than they're going to pick. Like, I thought it was like right before they pick you, they call you. So they had called, I saw my phone ring, it said Pittsburgh, PA. And I said, man, there's no way. And I pick it up, and it was Omar Khan, and talked to Coach Tomlin, talked to a couple of the coaches, talked to the owners. So, man, it was like, I mean, it still doesn't feel real because, like, me and my brother, like, we always talked about playing in the NFL one day, playing together, but we never really, like, imagined we'd be on the same team. I always thought we were going to go against each other in the game. And, like, we would always talk about, like, oh, when I see you in the game, like, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. But now, like, we're on the same team, which I think is, like, it doesn't feel real at all. It's really a dream come true, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
Did Coach Tomlin give you his traditional line? Did he say, are you healthy? Are you ready to be a Pittsburgh Steeler? Or did you just kind of black out?
Honestly, I don't really remember much of what was said on the phone. All I know is they said that I'm going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And because my family didn't know who was calling me, like, nobody knew who I was on the phone with. Everybody was quiet. And then that's when I kind of, like, let them know, like, when I was pumped, and I was like, man, I can't wait to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Like, and everyone was, like, going crazy. So, I mean, yeah, I was kind of, don't remember much from that call, just that I was going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that's all I needed to hear.
Your brother was with you, right, at the time?
Yes.
I was gonna say, so there wasn't a party that was like, is he pranking me or something from the bird, putting a new number, have one
Yeah.
of his buddies call me or something. So it's a good thing, I guess, that thought didn't go through your mind, even though you were
Yeah.
3 picks ahead, like you said. That would have been some shit for sure. My last question before I toss it over to JY. How much sweeter is it, man, that a guy like Keanu Benton gets to come with you?
Man, me and Keanu were like best friends in college, and just playing with a guy like that, um, I don't think people in Pittsburgh really know what they got in Keanu. I think he's a freak, man. I thought he was the best D lineman in the draft. I can't believe he went second round. I can't believe he fell that far. But people in Pittsburgh, y'all should be excited about Keanu Benton. He's gonna do a lot of great things here.
Definitely. So there's been a lot of talk about that you're too small to play outside linebacker. What do you have to say to the haters?
Man, like I said before, and I'll say it again, dynamite comes in small packages. My dad always told me my dad always told me that, and it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. So, I can't wait to put the pads on.
Definitely. So what has your brother been like throughout the whole process? You kind of touched on it. I know that he was advocating for you before the draft. The Steelers put out some clips. Like what just talk about that a little more. I mean, I know it's a surreal moment, like you said, growing up and talking about playing in the NFL, but now that it's reality, like it just, it kind of like just hits you and be like, oh shit, like this is really happening.
I like my brother was just like, would always tell me like, I can't wait to play you, this and that. And then we're like, bro, what if we're on the same team? Like we're gonna have to practice against each other.
Now he has
every
to
day.
root for you.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to see me every day. Like it's not just gonna be once or twice a year. Like we're gonna have to see each other every day. And it's probably gonna get a little messy. I'm not gonna lie. Like me and him, like, don't get me wrong, like we're best friends, but once we cross that line, like it's up. With
Competitive.
me and him. Like, yeah, he can't run.
Tell me about your relationship with TJ Watt. You guys put in some work in the spring in Wisconsin, seen some pictures and stuff and videos. Just tell us a little bit, touch on the relationship with you and him. And again, he's the man here, another Wisconsin guy. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of all started with when I actually committed to Wisconsin, and TJ liked my tweet, and I was like, my tweet that I committed, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was like, bro, TJ Watt just like my tweet, like, oh, this is crazy. And then he came on like a Zoom and like talked to the outside linebackers, and then he's like, hit me up if you have questions. So then I DM'd them one day and like asked them for some help, like on a pass rush move that I was working on my cross chop, which he's like patent for, that's his move, the cross chop. So I would like send him some of my videos and like ask him for help, like what he thinks. And he'd break it down for me. He would sometimes he would draw on the video, send it back to me, like, do this, do that. And I mean, I met him. I ended up getting to meet him at Pro Day in 2021 after that season. And he just kind of pulled me to the side and just started showing me just some couple of things that he does every day and tools that I can put in my toolbox. And then he invited me to come work out with him over spring break up in Pewaukee, where he works out at Next Level. And we got to go through like a series of pass rush progressions. And I think just that little time alone, I've probably spent like maybe 2 hours with him at most, like all together. I think it's changed my game tremendously in a positive way.
Yeah.
He's really helped me. He's been somebody I can look up to, somebody that inspires me. And now that we get to share the field together, man,
did he call you when the Steelers drafted you?
He texted me. Nice. He was on the golf course. That's why. So he texted me and congratulated me and was excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna get to spend a lot more than 2 hours with him. That's for damn sure on the field there.
Yeah, that's what excites me. I get to learn from the best, and I can't wait.
Tell me about Terrell Austin a little bit. We talked about Coach Tomlin. We talked about, of course, Aaron Curry a little bit. What are you excited about this Steelers defense, man? How, this traditional kind of 3-4 that they play? And have you had conversations yet with these other defensive coaches?
Yeah, I've talked to the outside backer coach. talk to the special teams coach too. But I'm just ready, you know, because I know they're gonna ask me to do a bunch of different things, you know, whether it's on punt, kickoff, like coming in on first, second down, third down, like whatever it is. You know, I'm ready to do it all, and I'm excited because, you know, growing up watching the Steelers, like you just knew their defense was coming, like the steel curtain. You know, they're coming and they're gonna hit you. They're gonna run to the ball and they're not gonna give up. And I always admired that about the Pittsburgh Steelers and the way they do things here. So I'm excited to be a part of a defense like that because I think I fit that perfect mold.
We're hanging out with Nick Herbig here on the Sick Podcast, Steelers Crazy. Make sure you hit us on Instagram, Twitter. Tell us how much you love this show. Before we have some fun and I kick it back to Jordan, man, I made a plea, all right? I wanted this to go viral a couple years back when we were talking to Isaiah Loudermilk because the Steelers had the most Wisconsin dudes on their roster than any team in the NFL. We were breaking it down. We were talking from the Watts, obviously, Loudermilk at the time. You know, they led the league in these Wisconsin dudes. So I said, I want Heinz Field to play jump around at the end of the third quarter. You got to be on board with that, right? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I think Heinz Field would erupt. Man, I think that was one of the best experiences in my college career. Experiencing that for the first time I've never been a part of something like that. You just have to be there. You have to be there. You can't really say much. Like, you just have to experience it for yourself. It's crazy.
Definitely. Well, I think that we, before we get you out of here, we have one more thing we wanted to do. Sammy, if you want to bring up the graphic.
Let's go.
So we're going to play a game, Nate or Nick, and you tell me who's better at what. Obviously, your brother isn't here with us, but we'll say that you will play fair. We'll say that. So with the first one, who is the better cook?
Oh, me, for sure.
Well, I've seen all your Instagram posts. I'm a big meal prep guy too. Big steak and protein guy. So I can respect that.
Yeah, I'm a cook.
Okay. Who's more of the clean freak?
Me.
Wow. So two.
He's gonna say him to all of them. I know. We got to get Nate on.
All right. Here's one. Who is more likely to cry during a sad movie? So you had to think about that one.
I mean, I would say me, but it'd probably be Nate for Nate. You know, because I don't like losing, so like I'd probably cry, but he'd probably cry before me. So
fair enough.
I like that.
Fair enough. All right, I think this is probably one that you know. Who has the best style?
Oh, me for sure.
See that? I mean, we're gonna have to bring Nate on here.
Does Nate have bad style? Does he have bad style? Okay.
No, Nate has some drip. Nate has drip.
I seen the chain and everything. I mean, he got
Nate has some drip, but like I taught him how to like dress low key. Wow. Like he won't admit it, but I low key taught him how to dress.
Definitely. And the last one, who is the better dancer?
Probably Nate. I'll give that one to Nate. Okay. That's better than me.
Surprise, man. The O-line over outside linebacker.
Hey, light on her
twinkle toes.
Yeah.
Twinkle toes.
They got some moves.
Definitely. So are you in Pittsburgh currently, or is there do you guys have like a report date that you're? I know we had one of rookie camp's going to be. So
yeah, rookie camp is on Thursday. But yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh already. I'm with my brother actually, just staying at his place until then.
You guys have bunk beds?
No. We used to when we were young, not anymore.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think we could share a room. We'd probably kill each other.
I hear you. Well, you're gonna be going at it. Yeah, like Step Brothers.
The movie Step Brothers. Yeah.
That's definitely. So have you ever been to Pittsburgh before this, for college,
Never.
anything? So you don't really know that much. Well, definitely.
No, it's my first time.
It's a great city, and they love their Steeler football. Like I said, we don't have. I think I told the other new guy that we had on here is that we don't have any beaches or anything. So everything during football season revolves around the Steelers. People make their schedule around Steelers football, and I think that the city already embraced you. I know I'm excited to see you on the field. And again, we appreciate you joining the Sick Podcast.
Shout out Hawaii. Shout out Hawaii.
Yeah, when we
Let's
did,
go.
Mike texted me. I didn't. So you were born in Hawaii?
Yep, born and raised. Kauai.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, so talk about beaches. It's beautiful there.
The best.
Yeah.
What was that?
He said, do you surf?
I'm more like a boogie boarder. I wasn't really into the standing up. Like I don't know. That's tough. Surfing is tough, but like I could get up, but no, I'm not like a professional surfer.
Definitely. Hey, well, we really appreciate your time, man. You're a part of the Sick family. We'll definitely have to have you on again soon, and we wish you the best of luck this upcoming season and can't wait to see you in the black and gold.
Thank you guys for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for
Let's
your time.
go. Jump around at Heinz Field, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
hey,
go.
if you start if you start the petition, you know, I can probably get you like
signatures.
I can probably get you like 20,000 signatures. You get the other 20, and I think we might have ourselves.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome to
Let's
Pittsburgh,
rock.
man. Let's rock
Thanks,
and roll.
Nick.
Thank you.
Go.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, you said football city. I'll tell you what else is a football city, Madison, Wisconsin. So he's coming from a city that revolves around football, right? I mean, think about the Packers, too, in that state.
Yeah.
To another city that literally, you know, you're talking half of our humans in the city of Pittsburgh got the Steeler logo tattooed down their left arm.
Yeah, I got to get mine soon.
Got Ben Roethlisberger down the right arm, or TJ Watt right on their neck or something like that. So one of those days, or somebody's going to have a Nick Herbig right here or somewhere, and that's pretty damn cool. So definitely special. Always talking to these new Steelers. It was cool. If you missed our show with Jordan Bird the other day, make sure you go back and check that out. You better follow us and subscribe on YouTube. So follow us on Twitter at Sick Podcast Steelers. We're going to keep bringing you guests, pumping these guys out, introducing you to them, so you don't get to just learn about the player on the field. When you watch Nick Herbig this fall, you're going to say, you know what? I feel like I kind of know that dude because you watch this interview. So that's what we can bring you over here at the Sick Podcast Steelers Crazy, bro.
And I think, like, you know, in the podcast game, especially when we have these guys on, it's a little more laid back. You know, we are media, but I like to think of it as they're just part of the Steeler family when we have guys on here. So I think that's the cool aspect at the Steelers Crazy Sick podcast. And as always, you know, we're just going to keep, like Mike said, pumping out the best of the best. And we really appreciate all our new subscribers. Make sure that you do subscribe to us wherever you listen to your podcast. And we'll be back this Thursday with another guest. I'm going to go. There you go. Read it and weep. The Sickest Steeler podcast this side of the Allegheny. I am Jay York Football. That's Mic'd Up Sports One. Nick
Probably
Herbig.
should lick that. If I'm sick, it's because I licked that. It's been sitting in my wallet.
But yeah, man, I think that I really can't wait to see him on the field. I was pumped. I mean, how cool would it be? I can't imagine like if like me or you or my brother Jake, you know, and we were good at football and that we all got to play at, you know, at a professional level. I would
tell you one thing. This will be my last comment. I just can't believe Nate's a better dancer. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on soon and talk about that. But most definitely, this has been another great episode. We're here to introduce the new Steelers to you. So make sure you subscribe, and stay sick, but the good sick. Sammy, roll it.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Steelers Crazy on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.